Good morning, 𝒂𝒓𝒄𝒎. It is I, Aiden, of Octoon 2.
I'm here actually, and I'm Jenny. And welcome everybody. We're playing Splatoon 3. But,
Hello. But that's not why we're here.
That's not why we're
because here. Splatoon 3 has been around for a long time.
I don't know how many years.
For a long time. And you know what hasn't been around for a long time?
No, what?
Cameron, I'm sorry you have to go. He wasn't here for very long. Splatoon Raiders, because it is not out yet. But, after our practically year of silence, we have received a exclusive new trailer
What do you
for Splatoon Raiders. A new trailer has dropped. And I assume everyone, if you're in a Splatoon live stream chat, you have seen the trailer. So you know what we're talking about. Or you've been so excited to hear our reaction that you have fasted from it and have not seen the trailer, but are so excited to see it. Because we love Splatoon, right?
Yeah!
The release is in July 23rd? Yes. Yes, it is. And that's not far. That's a mere 3 months away?
Yeah.
That's very exciting. You know what else is exciting?
No, what?
Having you guys, the chat here. Love y'all. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to hang out with us.
Oh my goodness.
How long have we played Splatoon? Like, since a little bit before the Octoon expansion.
No, but the channel's been around for almost 8 years, like 7.5.
Oh. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So,
you got
I think it's still almost 8 years.
Pre-ordered, yeah.
We started with the Octoon expansion.
Got everything pre-ordered? That's fantastic.
On that grind. On that grind.
Good to see. Good to see. Alrighty. I think we should start off today by viewing the trailer itself.
That's a very good idea, Jenny. I appreciate you suggesting that idea. I think that's huge.
All right. Okay. So let's get this real quick set up. Hold up. Give us a moment.
How are we going to see the trailer?
You'll give me a second. I'll find out.
Jenny, did we plan this at all?
In my brain I did.
Okay, because she did not say a word to me.
Hold up. Alright, I got it. Guys, I think I got it. I have no idea how loud this is going to be.
Get ready for the cinematic experience of a lifetime.
What?
Whoa, Switch 2?
I know. It's crazy.
All right. Sky reveal?
Oh my goodness. We already discussed the Kraken and the guard. Alright, yes, this is it. This is the Kraken. Here and now.
The Kraken.
First of all, this, like, lobby area, or whatever it ends up going to be, the hub, it looks like it's gonna be fun. Kind of gives, like, brothership vibe.
Yeah. The hairstyles are fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset that the original little design gets cut off, because I think that would be another fun hairstyle.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I'm high-key rocking with these hairs.
Yeah. Fry is an excellent barber.
Jenny and I have already picked our hairstyles.
Yeah, we'll head back to that one.
Single player focused.
You would not trust her with scissors, but okay, man. For real. Hey, she's proven herself.
Them not having big man do that is the biggest problem.
Why?
He was on Team.
You're so right! Oh my god, forgot. All right. By the way,
salmonids are spooky.
what the heck is going on with the salmon?
There's much to discuss.
Also, they get into the machine. We all thought that we were just gonna have like a machine in there. They hid the fact that there was a pilot. They even showed the little name tag above them. It said the shipper was in there. They're so great. And it's got a drill. So I guess they're headed for those crystal things, and it's like the data points in the Octo expansion, and that they drill it. And
that we gotta look at later.
Yeah, we're gonna.
This Splatchet is beautiful. I love this Splatchet.
This Splatchet is something. I don't think we got a name for this thing, but it looks pretty cool. Yeah.
The Splatomatic. Yeah. I suppose it's Splatchet.
And they just like swing them around. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, there's a lot to look at there. Once again, this Splatchet is literally a Splatana, but like small.
Woo!
So I can get the large Splatana. You love to see what's his face?
Master Mega.
Master Mega.
Yeah. Alrighty. So that's that. Let's go back for a couple of things here. Making some fillets with the axe. Yeah, absolutely.
Fillet.
So first of all, heading back to the hairstyles.
Hammer proficiency. I don't have a hammer proficiency in real life.
Yeah, look. If you guys can see the Octoling base hairstyle, that looks so lovely and fun and silly.
It's incredibly odd.
Yeah.
Peculiar, I dare say.
And then the shock of all of the like accessories thrown in these hairstyles.
They went crazy. I actually love that hairstyle, by the way, the Inkling one.
This one. Yeah.
I think they did really well with like the grooves and the junk.
Yeah, they did really well with these hairstyles, even though they're like so strange.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
It's so great.
But it does reference the stupid like octopus pot thing.
It's great. It's great. I love the electric cables. Yeah,
I do think that hairstyle is a little weird.
But yeah, I think that's what they were headed for.
Yeah.
But we can see that they seem to have like chains on the one on the left.
The bottom
left.
That's
the bottom left. That's gonna look so cool. But I think I'm gonna be rocking the top left one.
It's got that tent to twirl.
Yeah. I don't actually know what it looks like, so I can't like guarantee.
And it looks like it has a shell on it.
Or something.
I think it's a shell.
And Aiden, which one were you thinking?
I'm thinking the top right, although that's not much of a surprise. It looks a lot like the punk one, but with some fun stuff in the back.
Yeah, we'll see.
A little off to the side, a little bandana action, I think.
Is
that a bandana?
Again, we can't really know, because if you look at the bottom right, you're like, oh, okay, there's like a fork, some stars and stuff. And then they switch to it, and you're like, that's a lot more than I was bargaining for.
Yeah.
So any of these hairstyles could have like 20 more items thrown on it that we were not expecting.
True.
This is also fantastic. I love the rubber ducky and hanger.
Yeah, whatever's going on. It's the
so
bird's
funny.
nest.
It's so funny. So good. Let's see. You'll pick the top left or right. Yeah, I'm thinking those are some solid hairstyles.
Those are just like...
They're gonna be fun.
Good. I like the eyebrows being more bushy.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
I'm gonna opt for a unibrow if they have one for Octolings, because I think that's hilarious and beautiful.
Yeah, we're gonna...
Eyes are eyes.
We're gonna have some fun. And I love the personality that they give to the character. It's gonna translate well. It's so awesome. And then we got all these silly... So I guess they find this thing and then fix it up to use?
Why do you think that? Oh, because they find a thing and fix it up to use.
So
Okay,
then I
that'll do it.
wonder, what was it originally, you know?
What was it originally supposed to be? Probably like that. Knowing Splatoon, they're probably not going to fully explain why that's there.
Probably. Alright. And then we get to these salmon. Big Man looks so silly in the mech. Absolutely.
He is way too large. He's not small man, so I don't know why he's in that thing.
He's squished man. Alright. So the salmon are scary, and what I don't know what's going on here. That is not a salmon.
Yeah, there are many questions that are raised from the winged salmon. Yeah. I don't even know where to tackle that, because salmon don't have wings. In case you're new to planet, planet what? Do we know what planet Splatoon is on?
I would assume Earth, but
I mean it is still Earth. Unless you're new to planet Earth, salmon don't have wings. Okay?
Yeah.
That's not even in the realm of possibility, even. I don't know. We looked into it. The stupid, like, fish goes up the waterfall, turns into dragon myth is not about salmon.
It's about a carp.
It's about a carp. Salmon are not carp. I don't know why.
Yeah. It makes no sense. Maybe they are blurring the lines between salmon and carp.
It's possible. I would actually
like
lean
fish.
That way. Because this feels like a big, like, ritualistic space where they do their tribal ascension junk and become...
Moral of the stream, salmon does not equal carp.
Salmon
or is it
carp.
salmon equals carp? Is that the moral of the stream?
If we make... Hold on.
Holding.
Guys, what I'm saying is salmon and the carp, same thing, alright? Like, that's the route they're gonna take, you know? Pause.
Okay.
Clip. Guys, there's no way that they go, like, salmon and carp are different things, so they're not pursuing that legend at all. It's going to be a different thing entirely. Alright? Clip. So now, we can take that clip, and whatever ends up happening...
Hold up, loud vehicle. Let him pass.
Whatever ends up happening, just show that clip, and I'm right.
You predicted it.
We predicted the plot.
Yeah, alright. So then they have this weird guy. They have this guy.
I think he's fun. He makes sense as like a salmonid boss.
Yeah. Hold up. So we actually learned more about him. If you guys are checking the Splatoon Twitter, this guy's name is Salty Tongue. And he just kind of like snaps out, like his neck extends.
Yeah, he eat. He chomp.
I guess, like... Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of weird salmon.
I wonder if you're supposed to throw bombs at him.
That would be interesting. So, is a land Moz?
Land Moz?
Has anyone checked the design of the Moz recently?
And also, high-key, we've seen stingers. We've seen steelheads. We have not seen Moz, have we?
We have not seen the Moz.
It might be a land Moz.
Interesting.
I think that's reading too far into it. But...
Alrighty. And if we glance here, we can see there's a variety of treasures. The one on the left looks different than the treasure chests that are being collected. So
That's something. Also, something that I didn't notice on the first watch through, or the second, or the third. But you see the top left where it says dungeon menu?
What does that even mean?
That means that we're playing The Legend of Zelda and Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know what that means. But that means there's something else other than just the locations and the treasure hunts.
That's true. That's true. You might think of it as Mystery Dungeon.
Mystery Dungeon?
It's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Why?
As in you go to the area and there's different missions that you can find within each dungeon. and you're like, oh, so like in that game, you go to the message board or whatever, and you pick a couple quests, and they take place in different dungeons. So you're gonna look around and you're gonna be like, oh, today this person is in trouble. In this case, this relic is in this location. So let's go and find it. And
Okay.
maybe you wait until there's multiple relics in one location or something.
Like Rumble? Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, maybe like Rumble.
Either way, I think there's something going on here.
Yeah. Dungeons could be a multiplayer thing too. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't see what Markiplier has to do with this, but
Alrighty, so they got salmonid level 4. So
hey,
that'll
so
let
this
you...
is what I was talking about. I was talking with Jenny about this earlier, where I think the locations might fluctuate in difficulty depending on when you choose to do it. Like maybe it resets every time you go out or something like that. In a way like Lethal Company works. All right?
If any of you play that.
If any of you have played Lethal Company, if you haven't, it's like a low-grade horror game thing. So I wouldn't recommend it.
Like the waves in Salmon Run?
Waves in Salmon Run also works like that, but more like the difficulty fluctuates. You can see that you also have a personal level. So that's their like recommended kind of thing. Maybe there's a degree of grinding.
It's the challenge rating at the time. Like you've watched Lethal Company? Great. I would say that it's probably going to be something like that.
I don't think it's going to be like you can go in any order, any place on the island, because you still have to discover places on the island, which they show in the next scene.
But it'll have more rewards for going back to places, probably.
Yeah, and based on the fact...
Although, if you look at those have check marks. That is a little concerning for that specific theory.
Yes. I don't like that personally, but they also have multiplayer for progressing through the game. And if it was just like you beat level, move to next level, then I don't think they would include multiplayer.
You're probably right. Yeah, we're gonna be able to go back, and the dungeon menu, maybe like you get the main thing that's there, but they'll let you find other things in the area.
Happy 17 months.
Yeah, thank you, Snyder,
huge,
for being a member for 17 months.
Yeah,
almost
that's actually
18.
Insane.
That's a long time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You got some island names. Oh yeah, because they're naming all of these places, so that's gonna be wild to try and memorize. Anyways, carrying on. You can see that it has a little shiver thing, like I said, but it also has like a health bar.
Is that an HP bar?
I don't know. We're gonna see if it changes at any point.
They stopped showing.
They stopped showing. All right. We found the piece of an octobrush, or
that might
like
just
a brush.
Be an octobrush.
You find the octobrush, and then you get to use it. See, now they're using a souped up octobrush. Also, this place looks so ominous and has a whole bunch of salmon. It's really
There's the
cool.
slamming lid.
There's the
stinger.
All right.
What's that thing in the back?
Right
behind the... Oh, it's a land maw.
Yeah, salty tongue. But see, they have the crystal thing, so I guess you're trying to get to the crystal thing to drill it.
Okay.
But you probably have to, save, like, you have to clear the area first before you can do that, probably.
That looks like a battle ring, does it not?
Kinda. But it might just be, like, the design to show you that this is the important place. But also a thing that I'm noticing, on a lot of these salmon things, they have these, like,
white patches.
White rock pieces on them, including on the salmon, and I don't know what that's about. Is it just salt? Can we, because the, like, new salmon guy is called Salty Tongue, can we assume that they're just seasoning themselves with salt here or something?
That sounds like the most Splatoon thing I've heard.
I don't know. I don't know. But then you find random relics. And it lets you do a mid-air jump. You can double jump.
Why is that necessary?
Man, they're gonna let us double jump. Then you head on over here. As we can see, you do have to gather materials. So that's gonna be interesting. And maybe the reason why you would go back to previous levels is, oh, I need more scrappers glass windows. So let me go to one of the levels that has a lot of scrappers. And then you hope for some drops. So that's probably going to be it.
That could be something.
And then you need the shards, which I guess come from just completing the area. There's gonna be cool stuff. It's just gonna be so cool. And then you get the splatchet. And that's what it does.
Love the splatchet.
Yeah. And Deep Cut's gonna be so funny and cool. I'm so excited to hang out with Deep Cut.
Something that jumps out to me is why is there so much space?
I guess, like, you're looking at this screen, we have the steelhead here and no other things.
I suspect this is like some tutorial thing.
That might be true.
On the other screen, there's like, give or take, 7 salmon.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
And why have all of that space if you're just gonna go shoot a little guy?
I'm thinking maybe that's part of the difficulty thing. So it's going to look empty some days, but other days it's going to be packed.
Yeah. I could see no reason why this setup, obviously with no ink on the ground, so there hasn't been a fight before, would be a threat to players of any skill level.
So this is probably just part of the showcase.
It might be level 1 also.
Might be level 1. I wouldn't be too concerned about that right now, but it is an interesting point.
But yeah, why do they have so much space?
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll.
Bucket, by the way.
Yeah. Hold on, can I see that a little better? Looks pretty cool. I'm excited for all the weird weapon designs.
Oh, adios. Good to see ya.
Yes, thanks for stopping by. And then they do this thing, but I don't know what that's about.
That's just them moving. That's your level select. You go to a location.
But are you in that? That looks like it's just the robot.
You can super jump.
Oh, but the robot can't super jump. That's right. I don't know what's going on here, but that'll be a fun cutscene, I'm sure.
It's probably an opening cutscene.
Probably. Alright. We've got... Oh, it lingered on the other one. Hold up. Hold up. Let me try and grab it. No, it didn't.
Okay, here's something to say, though.
Yeah.
It is L and R, so there's no bombs, unless you're using this. And you can de-equip either of them. You can put in another thing.
Yeah.
So that means you can triple wield something. Guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy.
You can reassign, you can upgrade. Is that like a... What are those bars beneath them? Because that doesn't look like a progress bar.
No, it doesn't.
Is it like a durability thing?
Ooh, do they have durability?
Do you have to send them back up? Also, the weapon is level 13. Splatling is level 13. Don't know what that means. Relic powers is odd. Don't understand what that's about.
But I would assume that that's
There's probably something like the mid-air jump.
maybe. Yeah, you're because that was a relic
Yeah,
that they collected.
This actually reminds me of Mario Wonder. Though
All
I
right.
didn't play it.
Hey, as long as you get the point.
You unlock more slots. Maybe different relics will allow you to reach certain areas in certain levels in the past.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know how that's going to affect things, though.
And looks like you'll be able to change up your style, which is fun. I don't know what other options they're going to give us.
It looks like it's a one piece, so you probably just have some options.
Yeah.
Not crazy customizable like all the other games.
But that's okay, if they got some good options.
But Buddy makes sense. Tank is odd. Why is Tank an option?
That's where you hook up all of the things to. So it...
No, that's in gadgets.
No, but that's how you can tell, like... On the previous screen, it said equipable with any tank. The mid-air jump. So that means you're going to get different tanks, and some of them are going to be better at things than others.
Okay, so there might be... Interesting. So this, in my mind, it does give a little, like, Monster Hunter vibes to me.
Which is good.
Monster
Hunter is good. You have to leave now? Well, thank you for stopping by.
Stats. There might be some, like, smaller tanks that boost damage.
That's right, yeah.
Or some, like, bigger Splattershot Junior looking tanks that have no other benefits or something like that. There might be a basic tank that allows for, like, all gadget equipments.
Yeah.
There might be a gadget-focused one.
That's true. Like, you can attach 4 instead of 2 or something.
I don't know if there's enough buttons for that, but yeah.
I can find them.
Okay, so that's huge.
Different loadouts. That's right. You can prepare them.
What's that ZL looking thing?
Looks like there's 3 different pages, but I don't know of what. I just don't know. I don't know.
You can see there's definitely a loadout thing because it shows the amiibo and settings thing right next to it.
That's true. You're right.
So loadouts exist.
Oh, and maybe by getting the amiibos, you'll unlock gear that looks like each of the idols.
That makes sense.
That's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get the idol gear.
Next screen.
Oh, settle in.
Splash area, overpowered attacker, emergency damage up, explosive step. Okay.
Explosive steps. What does that mean?
When you do the lunge, it does some sort of explosion where you, like, were.
Okay, yeah. And a vertical slash option. Cool.
Yeah.
Primary slashes are performed vertically. Damage is increased compared to that of horizontal slashes. Interesting.
I don't know what that bar's about. You see it's the same bar from before. I don't know if that's a durability thing.
It's how many of these traits you can attach to it. Each of them has this price.
So it's like Paper Mario.
Yeah.
With badges.
They're badges. So this one can only hold 16 points on it. And so you choose the upgrades up to that amount.
Something else I want to discuss is emergency damage up. Now, obviously you're like, okay, you're at low HP, you do damage.
That means that is an HP bar.
It does mean it's an HP bar.
And how do you recover?
Furthermore, because this is not an online game, or rather it's a single player game, the way that HP works as a whole could be very different.
You're right.
Recovery could be like, maybe you don't auto heal.
Maybe you don't swim in the ink. Have we seen them swim in the ink yet?
100%. You can't remove swimming in the ink. That's the entirety of Splatoon.
But have we seen it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Okay.
But anyway, it may not recover ink or HP. or it may recover it at an incredibly slower rate, which causes you to be more careful.
That's
Difficulty
true.
may upgrade.
Yeah.
You may want to avoid healing so that you can keep the emergency damage. I think that thing is something that justifies it being a spin-off game and not just a really in-depth story mode.
Okay.
Or DLC. Because if it changes the way that the game works.
Alright, so the vulture thing appears to be like a standard enemy that you'll see. But I do wonder if it has any special ways of being beat.
I think it's just taking damage, so you might have to shoot it.
Maybe one of the special items, like abilities, will help you with it. Like the mid-air jump. So you can get up higher.
Yeah.
For some of your weapons.
I don't think it's even a boss salmon. I think it's like a 𝒂𝒎, but it just takes the air.
So
that it can get you more accustomed to flying enemies.
Not 𝒂𝒎.
Not 𝒂𝒎.
𝒂𝒎. 𝒂𝒎. So it's just a flying one, and that's all.
He seems to be taking flat damage, have a reasonable amount of HP, but mostly just be flying, and that's difficult.
Yeah. A thing to note is I think the spiralite crystal over there has some of the white, like, rock pieces on it. The salt. I think it has some of the salt, and then, of course, so does all of the salmon that are coming from that area. That stinger looks, like, infected.
True.
So, I think maybe they're being infected by the spiralite crystals. That's my theory.
Possibly. Or they're getting salt poisoning.
Maybe you shoot the wings first for the vulture one?
I'm not sure. We've seen them take a little bit of damage, and I don't think they have separate hurt boxes. I'm not sure, though.
Yes.
Ah! No flyfish? You're right.
Praise be.
Maybe this is a good game.
Maybe. Let's see, rage virus to me. Alright, so some kind of an infection is most likely happening.
Something to note is that you see that stinger in the background?
Maybe?
Right there. Middle screen.
Yeah.
He does not look half as salt covered as the one in the foreground. Give it a look.
Yeah, let me back up here. First of all, this...
If that's even a stinger.
This doesn't look like a normal stinger to me, actually, and it looks like it's firing from the center.
Can we get... Let me see. It does appear to be firing from the center.
I actually... Hold up.
That's...
What is this thing?
It's a multi-tiered stinger. It's a boss stinger.
Yeah, because the one in the background on the right here is very different from this one right here.
So I assume salt-infected ones are better. Like these ones.
These ones are way more salt-infected than the previous ones. They also have drizzling capricciosos.
Oh no.
Yeah. Alright.
They do seem to be dying quickly.
But anyways, and then we got these things, we got fun 𝒂𝒎 stuff, and then we're back here. Like that's a lot of salt for us.
And I will mention it is not unheard
we'll get to
of
that guy.
for Splatoon. Like they might all be salt infected after the first level.
That's true.
You know what they did in Splatoon 3 story mode?
You're so right.
They had like Octarians, they had all that fun stuff, and then they said you're never seeing another normal Octarian again. And you could barely even go to those levels.
Yeah. The crater.
So I don't know why they included them, but the fact is that they can do that, and we can't stop them.
But yeah, this is totally a boss.
That's a boss.
This is a boss salmonid.
You don't give a cutscene to a normal one. He looks armored.
Scary.
He is spooky. Though I don't see a ton of salt on him.
He's got something going on. Hold up. He's got a lot of that, like,
Orangey stuff.
hair thing. I'm sorry, I can't really work in this small integers. Alright, so he has hair. There, yeah.
That's crystals. It's crystals.
It's crystals. It's spiralite crystals. You're right.
Those are orange.
They're orange, and we've seen them on some of the other things, like growing on that massive multi-stinger had little spikes growing out of it.
I'm suspecting there are 3 substances. There's salt, there are spiralite crystals, and there are the orange crystals. We have not seen spiralite crystals on salmon.
True.
We have seen orange crystals on salmon.
But they look very similarly
on both crystals.
Yes, that's true.
We don't know what's going on there, but there is something.
True. I think that the orange ones are ones that have, like, taken root on the salmon.
Possibly.
And they gain an orange color.
I do not think that the spiralite ore is evil. Guys, I think that the spiralite ore is evil.
Oh, yes. How many of those are gonna do?
As many as I need.
But anyways, this is gonna be great. This gives Donkey Kong vibes.
It's actually huge Donkey Kong vibes. Also, they're in the jungle.
In that, like, you introduce the boss in this kind of format. I don't know.
Are they in a jungle or are they in a cave that is just outside of a jungle?
I actually can't tell. But that's all. Here we are, and it has a lovely, lovely art thing. So with that, I think we've got the trailer. We've seen the trailer.
Let's turn back to Splatoon. So
yeah, now we're just gonna do some gaming and chill and digest what we have learned here.
Gaming.
So now, if you guys want to join, you know the drill. Just make sure you're in the pool and look for the notification to join.
Give me in.
So honestly, I am so extremely excited for this game.
Yeah.
Like, it as we mentioned earlier, it's been a few years since, like, this game came out. So I miss the feeling of new Splatoon on the horizon.
Splatoon Horizon?
Splatoon Horizon. So close too. But just long enough that I feel like we're gonna be able to mentally prepare ourselves and, like, build up some hype with more trailers and stuff.
I think the timing is good.
Yeah. I was a little worried because I knew that they needed it to be, like, a summer release, but I wasn't really sure, like, how long they were gonna give us to, like, pre-order it, you know? Alright. Aiden, your chair is so squeaky today.
Yes, it is. Yeah, the room only opens up after she queues up for a match, which is evil, but this allows us all to play.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the mechanics of it are going to be terrible. And, like, once again, the amount of things that are core Splatoon that they can change now,
yeah,
is huge. And I don't think anyone is talking about that.
I'm gonna take some WD-40 to that chair. We totally could. We own some. Why don't we do that?
I don't wanna.
We'll do it after the stream at some point in our lives.
Yeah. If it happens, it will be after the stream.
Yeah. Oh, something else to mention is they announced on Twitter the fact that it's like co-op.
It is How did we not mention it?
Well, we were talking about the trailer. Now is the time to talk about it.
All right. The game is cooperative. You can play with friends online. And they say don't worry about
the difficulty,
the balancing.
It'll scale to how many players are playing.
And possibly, I don't know what levels are going to do. Because people have different levels.
Yeah.
Maybe it will take into account all of your levels and then take the average and then the amount of people. Complications exist, but that's why math exists.
Yeah. I think it has the opportunity to make it really fun, challenging experience for a full. I do not know if you can do 4 players. I would assume they wouldn't make it just 2 player.
They never said how many people.
It's only the image shows, I think, too. But they wouldn't necessarily show the max amount to show that it's multiple.
It said single player focused. Not single player.
They were very specific about their wording for some reason.
It is multiplayer.
Aw, they got me.
But yes, that is the case. We didn't see anything about respawning.
That's true. I would suspect... well, actually, no. You have 3 lives. That was shown in the top left of the screen.
Really?
Yeah.
But
So,
I assume that's like hero mode, you spawn at the start of the level.
possibly, yeah. I mean, it would be pretty easy for them to include, like, checkpoints.
They probably will just do that.
So, I think they'll still have, like, the standard checkpoint respawn mechanic. But still.
And once again, due to the layout of how they showed things, I do not think it's going to be a normal, like, hero mode kind of, you just progress through level. They would not say salmonid level. They would just say, this is level 4. Like, play it after level 3, bro. And obviously the location would tell the difficulty. So, it has to be something different. Or else they would use the old format.
Yeah.
And they also wouldn't make it a full game, hello?
Welcome to the lobby, guys. Glad you could all make it.
And I know people are a little spooked by it being cheaper. For one thing, we've also hated on Nintendo for making these things expensive. So, that's also something to throw out there.
Yeah.
Maybe they're listening to a degree.
I wouldn't say that, but...
Or at least aware. They're always aware.
But I will happily spend this amount of money on this game.
Yeah. I feel like it's not going to be less of a game because it's cheaper. That was you?
Yeah, it was.
Why are we on enemy 2?
I don't know. Let's see, you're gonna work on a video of your Raiders predictions and theories? That's great.
Something else that I'm predicting is similarly to their Splatoon Raiders announcement. I think they're going to make some sort of update in Splatoon 3 alongside it.
So you think Splatoon 3 is still going to be the Splatoon game for the next few years?
They're going to lead us to that. Because they are not going to say, Splatoon 4 is coming out! They want as many people to play Splatoon Raiders as possible. So they're going to use their Splatoon platform to help that become the case. If it's like, if you have Splatoon Raiders, you can get, maybe, like if you connect the games, you get this outfit.
Well, they could totally add the amiibos.
amiibos are obviously going to be something, but that won't make you play the game.
No.
They're going to do a Connect game bonus. And it might be new weapon skins.
True, true.
For each of the weapons. But honestly, what I hope they do is
what are you hoping?
In a perfect world, they add something like new weapons. They could always introduce new weapons.
That's true.
They might make new kits based off of those weapons that are available to everyone. They wouldn't make new kits that are connection exclusive. That's a bad idea. And they tend to avoid bad ideas. They like...
Thank goodness. Oh, that's you. Hello.
Ouch. That could be good. Please, team, don't die.
I just got
Sick.
really distracted by the umbrella. That was good. Let's see, you have an OC of feasting on the developments of gadgets and gizmos that Rangers will offer. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. That was a close game, my goodness.
I win! I win!
Congrats. You're still spring.
I'm beautiful.
GG's.
Okay. But yeah.
Thanks for stopping by again, Cameron. Good luck out there.
Yes. That is huge. That is immense.
Yeah.
I wonder what the possibilities of, in terms of content.
Yeah. Obviously, like, a playthrough is possible. But beyond a playthrough.
Like, I don't know how the multiplayer is going to work. Because there's potential there. We could say, like, oh, we have lobbies open. Obviously, we're going to try to play multiplayer together. For, like, the start.
True.
That's trash, by the way.
Yeah. Give me a second. We're gonna... I think if we make the lobby, folks can still join.
Yeah, probably.
So... give me a moment. I'll make it. Get ready to join it. And...
I don't lose to fans.
Go.
Historically, I've never lost to fans. Really
right.
using that early access members bonus that you totally
Absolutely.
have.
Totally. I'm fairly certain folks will still be able to join.
Just obviously not in the first round.
Yeah. Check the notification once we get into a lobby. $5 a month. Woohoo! Absolutely.
Goated. But yes, multiplayer. We're gonna try to go through it together because I guess we're gonna have to buy 2 copies. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, the thing is,
plight of content creation.
Switch 2, they have the game share feature,
But will it work?
but they haven't announced that this will, like, have that at all.
We'll see.
I'm
we'll
not
see.
sure how
If it
would
does,
work.
easiest thing of my life.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. But otherwise, I guess we'll spend $100.
Lesai.
That's fine. That's chill.
It might be like you make a lobby and people can join, like pools and join. It might be your friends list. In which case, what a time to be a member, am I right?
Yeah.
I can see that happen.
I would assume that it's more like friends list.
It gives that vibe. Because it's not meant to be like a, you play with people. It's supposed to be a single player.
Yeah. Single player focused game.
It means nothing. Anyway, so that would
Man,
be interesting
I
for
really
content
just went into
creation.
that one.
Selfishly, good for advertising the elites.
Again, we don't actually have any confirmation on this yet, so we'll have to wait on that. But it would be pretty neat. Pretty cool.
Ouch.
And folks that are trying to join, let me know if you're having trouble joining. And we'll figure out something else. But I think a notification should have gone out at this point.
Obviously, it'll say, like, you can't join right now, or in a match. And if joining, like, Jenny doesn't work, try joining me. Or anyone else.
Yeah. Let's see. Streaming is lagging every 5 seconds for you. I think you gotta refresh. Like the old internet.
The internet.
Yeah. But I can't believe that it ended up actually being the salmon again.
Yeah, and that's great. We love the salmon. And we were high-key expecting salmon-related things because Chaos won. And that's the case. Actually, could this be related to past?
Is this related to
It's very
past?
tribal.
It is tribal. So if we consider that past, then maybe it was influenced by the Final Fest.
It could be. But then does that mean there's not going to be a past-inspired mainline game?
That would be interesting. I mean, they could take the opportunity to be mixing it up a little in terms of, like, how it influences.
True. I think that's...
Because maybe this will influence the next mainline game, depending on something.
True.
Because they could still do something online related, even if it's single player.
We'll find out if they can join this round.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I think they were planning this a long time. So you think, like, it's unrelated to Final Fest?
No, Final Fest happened a long time ago.
I suppose, yes.
That was like a year and a half. And once again, Nintendo is so rich. They haven't been making Animal Crossing.
Touchy subject.
So, they haven't been updating Splatoon. They've been working on this, and they have the resources.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time.
And once again, think
They
about the
make
turnover
Pokemon
from
and Tomodachi now. Yeah.
think about the turnover from Splatoon 1 to Splatoon 2. That was like, what, a year, maybe 2 years after? They had so little wiggle room between the Final Fest of Callie vs. Marie and
true.
the release of a story mode focused on that. They can do, like, significant event-based thing.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is probably easier to design than the rest of, like, a mainline game.
I would hope so for their sake.
Well, it definitely is, because knowing Nintendo, they think of themselves first. And then they think of the fans. So, if they're charging less than even Splatoon 1 went on the market for, I think. Was that $60 or was that $50?
I do not remember.
Maybe equal? They wouldn't do that because
Not because they want to make
they
it
think the
cheaper.
game is worth less, or like, not because they think the game is less fun, but because they think the game
They
was
put in
more
less.
affordable.
Yeah, they put less time into it. Ow! A lot of island-themed games. You're so right.
They do this.
It's the island era of Nintendo.
Splatoon Island is real.
Oh, Splatoon Island! I forgot about that.
Oh my word.
These ones are kind of scary. By the way, I couldn't help but notice, I think that people are having trouble joining the lobby. So, we'll back up after this one and make it the public lobby.
High key? That's a bad idea.
Oh, you're right. We are running out of time, actually.
I don't know what our play is from here.
We'll finish this up. If it'll let us in one more lobby, then we'll do it, and if not, then we'll just drop it.
Okay. My word, calm down.
I'm actually having a lot of trouble for, like, no reason.
And I'm like cleaning up.
I'm so glad. One of us gotta do it.
I'm in the kitchen end. Who are we dying?
Oh! I almost got him. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Good
Nice!
job. Alrighty. Any other final thoughts on the trailer, guys? I'm a little interested in the music choice. It wasn't as catchy as previous ones have been, but I'm sure it'll grow on me because they've never missed.
And also, historically, their trailer music is some of the least featured things in the game.
I really did like the Splatoon 3 Hero Mode trailer music, though.
That was fantastic.
That was fantastic.
But you never hear that in Splatoon 3.
But they did Shooting Starfish for Splatoon 2's Hero Mode. So, the fact that I don't really have any kind of, like, motif that I can remember off the top of my head from the trailers is concerning.
It is a little concerning.
But I guess the Octarians are no longer making the jams.
And the Salmonid are known for being very peculiar, and
But
so is
they
Deep
make
Cut.
great music too.
They do.
Deep Cut, they had, when they were showing off the amiibos, they had some chill island vibe music that sounded like it could be a Deep Cut song.
Yeah,
or at least hanging out with Deep Cut cutscene music or something. So
I like
that'll
that.
Be nice. That'll be nice. You're curious about what the speech was during the customization?
What?
I think the customization, it had like some faint vibes going on there. So I'll listen to that a little closer.
But it's probably just customization.
Yeah. Music is music though. I'll take it.
Music is
I keep missing these slap on shots.
Oh no! That's your entire game plan.
I know.
What are you gonna do?
Lose. Seriously. I'm just trying to throw the slap bomb up there.
Your wave breaker is doing it for you.
I love it.
I'm very hungry.
We'll eat after this.
Yeah, I could go for some.
Salmon. I don't think I'm gonna be able to look at salmon the same after this.
I will actually look at them exactly the same.
Oh, you're not a fan of salmon?
It just look tasty.
Those salmon did not look tasty at all.
Seasoned with salt and crystals.
They had mud.
My favorite.
They had mud. They were covered in mud.
That's just a little extra flavoring.
Ew.
Obviously, I would clean off the ones that I eat. You wouldn't. I don't eat live salmon. My word. What do you think I am, Jenny?
But the mud.
Do you... Normal salmon probably have mud too.
It's water.
There could be mud. That's why you clean them off. Chad, I'm not insane for this. Salmon are not clean.
No. No, they're not. You're right. Woo! We're doing good. Good job, team.
I'm fighting them on the front lines. They won't know it then. Oh my! I didn't know it was hitting me! Just kidding, I hit them!
Wow!
I am the storm that is approaching. Oh, I so wanted to get those double weight breakers. I was hungry.
Alrighty. GG's, guys. GG's. I'm glad that we got the trailer, even if it was very random. And I'm really looking forward to the game.
You know what I'm not looking forward to?
What?
The Nintendo Treehouse playthrough. That thing's a letdown and a half every time.
You saw a speak option? I wonder if you could change the voice. Oh, it said, how do you want to look and sound? I think that's just their way of, like, wording your style this time around. But, that is an interesting point. They did mention the voice, which they don't normally do that. So will the player speak this time?
Ooh, cutscenes with speaking.
That might be interesting.
It's funny because none of them are speaking.
Yeah.
Let's go gambling.
Oh yeah, you're right. In-game. What do we got? Ah, that's not.
Aw, dang it.
That's not a win.
Aw, dang it.
I feel like you're jinxing it.
Aw, dang it.
No!
Aw, dang it.
Alright, final thoughts. Final thoughts. I had one final thought.
Aw, dang it.
I don't even care anymore. I hope that we're able to get a look at all of the hairstyles fully soon. So that I can begin making art of them. I know I could just, like, make up the idea of what I think they'll look like, but I prefer to just see what they look like. So I think they've been releasing new information since then, so we'll keep checking for,
Of course.
for more
Maybe we'll make
updates.
community posts.
I don't know. Who can say? But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Tomodachi Life. Have a great day. Calm down, please.
Ooh.
Please stop. See you guys. Wait. Hold up. I didn't even. And as always,
Thank you.
for watching. Bye bye.
My word, you're out of content mode.